Thank you for tuning in. My name is Beatrice, and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and simple salmon dish. Today this dish is called a brown sugar whiskey glazed salmon. There's only 4 ingredients to make this dish. You need your salmon steaks, of course. You need about half a cup of light brown sugar and half a cup of whiskey. I'm using Hennessy, but you can use any dark liquor that you want, brandy, wild turkey, or whatever. And you also need about 4 to 5 tablespoons of light butter, which I am melting in my pan right now, as you can see. Now when you're melting butter, you don't want to put the heat too high because you don't want it to burn. So we're just going to let it melt down. Once it melts down a bit, I'm going to increase the heat a bit, and I'm going to add my brown sugar. Just to melt, just to break it down, to caramelize it. Let's mix it all in together. Once that is well mixed and your brown sugar has melted in, you are going to add your steak. My steaks have been cleaned and skinned. And we're going to let that cook about 3 to 5 minutes per side. And right over here I have my side dish, which is going to be lemon pepper green beans. Now my green beans I have already cut and washed them. They've been steamed in my steam basket. Now with your green beans, you want to make sure that they have a little snap to it. You don't want it to be too wobbly. Alright, if it is a little bit too wobbly, that means you probably overcooked it and you're losing all the nutrients in it. So you're going to need about, I'll say, half a pound of green beans, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, which I'm doing right now in the separate pan. You're going to need about a 1/4 cup, 1/8 of a cup of sliced almonds and lemon pepper seasoning. Now, like I said, this dish is very, very simple, very, very quick. It takes about, I would say, less than 15 minutes to make. Once our butter is melted, I'm going to go ahead and toast my almonds. Alright, let me just, a little piece right here, let me just add that in there. Alright, put that off to the side. Alright. Now when you're cooking, you don't want to bother it too much. Don't keep flipping, checking. You will notice that it's when it starts to cook, or when it's time to flip, is when the edges get a little white around the edge. Because the more you touch it, the more you play with it, the more you keep checking, you're adding more cold air into the food, so it's going to take a lot longer to cook. Alright, my butter is melted down. Now I'm going to toast my almonds. And add some lemon pepper seasoning. Give that a quick stir. And once all that is stirred in, you're just going to turn off your heat. Add your green beans and cook. Wasn't that quick? No salt, no pepper, just a lemon pepper. About 1/8 of a cup of lemon pepper, almonds, which I have toasted. Once the almonds and the lemon pepper have been toasted, you just turn off your heat and you add your green beans into it. Let's go ahead and plate that. Put that off to the side. And I think it's time to flip our salmon steaks. Alright, look at that beautiful color. Oops. Very nice. Alright, cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. Once that's done, we're going to plate that and make our glaze. Once it's done cooking, I'm going to add my my Hennessy into it. Let it simmer for about another 5 minutes to get all the juices into it. Let all the flavors marry into each other, okay? Now, let me just show you a quick dessert that I like to make. I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, but for those who do and they're trying to eat healthy at the same time, here's something that you'll enjoy. This is a mug cake recipe. I'm using oat flour. Now, oat flour is not something that you have to go out and buy. You just get regular oatmeal, put it in a blender or a food processor, and just blend it until it has a consistency of regular flour. So this is a 1/4 cup of oat flour, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened dark cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of stevia, 1 tablespoon of baking powder to give it a rise. And for our wet ingredients, there is 1 egg white, which is about 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. I'm using vanilla light and fit Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of applesauce, and a splash of vanilla extract. We're going to mix that all together. Now you always want to mix this in separate bowls. Makes the ingredients cook a lot better and it tastes a lot different. Same thing when you're making pancakes. Wet ingredients in one bowl, dry ingredients in another bowl, and then you incorporate. Before I do that, let me just go ahead and add my whiskey to my salmon. So it sounds like it's about done. Alright, we're going to let that alcohol cook out of it. Turn the heat down to about a medium-high. And give that about 5 more minutes to cook. Now once your ingredients are mixed together, you're going to mix the wet and the dry. Now this is called a mug cake, so we're going to make this in a coffee mug. I know it sounds nasty to some people until they realize what I'm saying. It is a mug cake, so it's made in a mug. That's why it's called a mug cake. Duh. Alright, once it's all mixed in, it's going to look like this. It has may look a little grainy, but trust me, it tastes really good. It's really, really good. Now, I have a mug here that I've already greased with coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use your favorite cooking spray, which is fine. You can use butter, but I prefer coconut oil. Alright, we're just going to dump half of the batter in there. Why half? Because we are adding a beautiful ingredient to it, and that is Reese's peanut butter cup. Right in the center, I'm adding 2 small cups, and then you're going to add the rest of your batter on top of it. Now this takes only about a minute to cook. It's really, really good. Alright, we're going to take plastic wrap and we're going to cover the lid. Everything today is really quick. The side dish, the main dish, and the dessert. What more can you ask for? People on the go. Alright, I messed up my plastic wrap. It's okay. There we go. We're going to cover that up, put it in the microwave for 1 minute. While that's done, my salmon, let me just give it a quick check. The glaze looks so nice. You want the glaze to have, start thickening up. That's when you know it's done. Alright? It seems a bit watery, so let me just give it another minute or so. Like I said, don't play with it too much. You don't want to add too much air into your food. That's just slowing the process down. Let me put these to the side. Now, again, the ingredients for my whiskey glazed salmon is salmon 6 to 8 ounces each. About half a cup of Hennessy or your favorite dark liquor. 4 tablespoons of light butter, melted down, and half a cup of light brown sugar. My mug cake is done. Let's remove that top. I have my saucer here, and you're gonna just give that a quick shake. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. And it is done. Let me go ahead and get a spoon to cut right into that. Alright, remember, a quarter cup of oat flour, 2 teaspoons of stevia. Look at that Reese's peanut butter cup. Looks beautiful. And it tastes just like chocolate cake. I know dessert before dinner, but whatever. I'm cooking it. It's still good. A quarter cup of oat flour. Like I said, oat flour you don't have to buy. Just buy regular oatmeal. Blend it in a blender or food processor until it looks like the consistency of flour. Take 2 teaspoons of stevia, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and for your wet ingredients, 3 tablespoons of egg whites, 1 tablespoon of applesauce, 2 tablespoons of your favorite Greek yogurt. I'm using light infant vanilla Greek yogurt. And mix your wet and your dry separately. Add it into a greased mug in the microwave for 1 minute covered, and then you're done. Alright, my salmon steaks are done. Let's go ahead and plate. There we go. Looks very nice. It has a beautiful color. And I'm just going to pour some of that glaze over it. Very pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let me go ahead and take a quick taste. Now you know that your fish is done if you go straight down the middle, and when you cut in, if you feel like a bounce, then your salmon is not cooked, or your fish, whatever fish you prefer, but it's not cooked. It has to be really flaky when you fork it. Alright, let's go ahead and give that a quick taste. Very good, very sweet. Taste my green beans. Green beans, very crunchy. Very good. I love the taste of the toasted almonds. A little spicy. Too much lemon pepper. Oh my god. But yet still very good. It also, again, the ingredients for the lemon pepper were just half a pound of cut, trimmed, and washed green peppers, an eighth of a cup of sliced almonds, 2 tablespoons of light butter, light melted butter, so you're going to melt the butter, add your almonds, toast it, add the lemon pepper. Once that's nice and toasted, you turn off your heat, add your green beans, toss it, and you're done. That takes about 2-3 minutes. My brown sugar and whiskey glazed salmon, 6 to 8 ounces of salmon. Melt your butter, about 5 tablespoons of butter, melt that down. Add your light brown sugar, half a cup. Add your salmon steaks, cooked on both sides, 3 to 5 minutes on both sides. Once that's cooked, you're going to add half a cup of your whiskey. Let it simmer down. Once that's done, enjoy. So thank you so much for tuning in. I am Beatrice. Please don't forget to subscribe.